No mail for me this time.
Ah, there you are, lovely. How's your head?
Not too bad. We didn't drink that much.
True. Didn't seem worth it, really.
How are you, after everything?
I'm just fine, lovely. You know, regardless of the reason, I'm glad I came to this town. And one way or another, I got what I was looking for. I feel free. I don't know what the future holds, but for now at least, I'm content. If you ever need me, lovely, you know where to find me.
Apologies.
Evening, Trophime. Actually, there are a couple things. Evening, Trophime. Could you take me to the Countess's manor, please?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command.
Lisa, long time no see.
I was wondering if I could trouble you for another lesson.
Of course, my dear. For you, I'm always free. There you go. Slow and steady. You have the fingers of a true pianist. So long and thin. You keep impressing me, Elisabetta. You might be one of my fastest learners yet. Now, the next piece will be particularly challenging.
Evening, Anastasia.
Lisa, what a sight for sore eyes.
I think I'm ready for the next piece.
Wonderful. Remember, I did warn you, this is a tricky one. Don't be too upset if you don't get it right away. There you go. Slow and steady. Learning from errors is just as important as playing correctly. Don't worry, you'll get there. I knew you had talent straight away. But honestly, you exceeded all my expectations.
Oh, you flatter me.
No, I'm serious. I think at this point you might need another teacher. Please, feel free to stay and practice though. You're still always welcome to play here, of course. Who could resist looking at your beautiful fingers touching the ivory? Excuse me. I didn't mean it like that.
Well, that would be a real shame. I was hoping you enjoyed looking at them. They're rather soft as well.
They do. I couldn't help but notice when I directed your hand on the keyboard. Well, I must run. There's an errand I have to attend to that I completely forgot about. Please, feel free to stay and practice.
An errand? At this time of night?
Yes, it's a late errand. I'll see you soon. I hope.
You most certainly will, my dear.
Lovely night, isn't it? Good night, my dear.
What an interesting collection. You can see how much effort Anastasia puts into her work. No mail for me this time. A letter from Anastasia. Music. It's beautiful. I want to get a closer look. Anastasia is so talented. The music sounds like it's coming from her very soul. Anastasia?
Lisa, what a lovely surprise. And how did you manage to get up here? You went inside the house to climb up here, didn't you? You know you don't have to do that, right? If you just called me, I would have simply let you in.
Sorry, Anastasia. I'll make sure to do just that next time.
Well, I suppose I should get back to my creative plight.
Something the matter?
I can't finish this song.
Is it one of your own?
Yes, but every time I try to come up with an ending, nothing seems to work. It all sounds too composed.
Isn't that what you're doing, though?
Well, yes, of course. But that's not how it should sound. Music should feel natural, effortless, not
It's been a while since you last composed something, hasn't it?
Yes. For ages I've not really had the time or the motivation.
So, why are you doing it now?
Well, in no small part, because of your support, Lisa. Let's look at the facts. What do I have in this life? A drunk husband who squanders any earnings he makes from his poetry, and a house that is more like a cavernous tomb.
Is that really how you see the sum of your life?
What else is there?
Your music. You should show the world your talent. What I just listened to was beautiful and filled with emotion. It'd be a shame if you deprived the world of that.
You really believe that?
I do. And so should you.
And without Evgeny, it's not like I have anything holding me back. Thank you, Lisa. You've helped me put my life back into perspective. I have a lot to think about now.
I hope you don't mind. I've wanted to do this for far too long, and I would have been a fool not to try.
I think I've wanted this for even longer. It's getting chilly up here. We best head downstairs.
It's true.
Already?
I'm afraid so. But I will see you soon.
Can't be soon enough.
Fly away now.
Dear, you don't look so well. When was the last time you fed? Here, take this. I have an extra one for these occasions.
Thank you. Is there a more private spot where we could spend some time?
Come. away, you!
Good evening, Augusta. Just listen to that purr. It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this. I can't believe they took Kolya.
I'm very sorry, dear. I'm no stranger to loved ones being taken away. There is hardly a worse feeling. Perhaps the revolutionaries might know more about where they brought him. I heard they set up their den in the vodka bar.
Yes, that's a good idea. I'll start my search there. Dr. Volkov, I have some questions. I'd like to ask about my situation, if that's all right. It was you who turned me into a vampire, wasn't it?
That is correct.
But I don't remember anything from that day. What exactly happened?
Lisa, I want you to know that I take full responsibility for what happened to you. As your sire, I promise to do my best to ease your transition as a vampire.
However,
in my professional opinion, forcing this memory may be highly detrimental to a fledgling psyche. I can't, in good conscience, reveal the repressed memory of your death before it resurfaces on its own.
all right. I understand.
Trust me, this is for your own good. I will tell you one thing, though. In your case, it was either this or death. and I didn't make that choice lightly. I hope that eases your mind, even if only a little.
Well, it must be an interesting position, being a vampire doctor and treating humans.
I suppose it is. But like with everything else, give it enough time and you'll get used to it. In a way, I'm sort of a link between the two groups. I have insight into humanity that our kind tends to lose touch with, as well as knowledge that humans don't accumulate due to, well, death.
What do you do when you have to explain fang marks on bodies?
Ah, that's not nearly as much of an issue as one would think. Tell the humans it's a snake bite, and nobody bats an eye.
Huh. Creative. It's a storage room for the building. That's also where packages are delivered for tenants. No mail for me this time.
Excuse me. Evening.
This garden's fragrant. Anastasia, I received your letter and came as soon as I could.
Oh dear. My heart is beating like a drum all of a sudden.
I can hear it.
Listen, firstly, I didn't want to say anything before it was done, but Evgeny and I signed the papers. As of yesterday, we are no longer married. Whatever happens next, you helped me understand that this marriage is not for me, or him for that matter. Honestly, when I brought it up, I think he was relieved.
I see.
Forgive me for being so blunt, but I simply can't stand waiting any longer. What did you think of it? Of us? Together? I take it that's a yes?
Unequivocally.
My dear, what a tumultuous summer it has been. But I think I might be, dare I say, for the first time in years. Happy.
I feel the same way.
I can't wait for all the music we'll listen to together. For all the days we will spend in the garden.
What about all the nights we get to spend in bed?
I can't wait for those either.
Maybe there's no need to wait. This is a good day. Anastasia must have taken down the wedding photo with Evgeny. Can't blame her. Must have been too painful to look at.
I missed you so, my darling.
I'd very much love to kiss you right now.
Please.
Dr. Morozova, how nice to see you.
I'd like to play some cards.
Nothing would bring me more pleasure.
You have to be quite drunk to dare to eat here, but then again, that's what this place is for. The door is open. Strange to be here without Faina. In my dreams, she said something about watering the plant. These books are written in a foreign language. The air in this flat's
What is this?
Lisa, I was just thinking about you. Always a pleasure.
Hi, lovely. What can I do for you? See you around.
And how are you doing today? That's the spot.
What is this?
The smell is... Hello.
Oh, you're Lisa, aren't you? The doctor's apprentice.
That's right. Good evening, Nicolina. I just came to check in on how you're feeling.
Oh, I'm fine, dear. Thanks for asking. Much better after you and Dr. Volkov came to visit. Well, it's very kind of you to stop by, especially after I've been such an arse to you.
That's quite all right. No need to worry.
I don't know what came over me that day. It's nice to see a bright young lady in your profession. Makes me feel like not all is lost in our country. Godspeed, dear.
Thank you, Nicolina. I'm glad you're feeling better. I was always terrified that I would fall into a well when I was little. Far scarier things to worry about now. Keep up the good work, friend. Good evening, Roman.
How may I help you today, Lisa?
I can't even imagine how many books you must have read.
It's just a nice perk of owning a place like this.
Would you please recommend me one of your favorites?
Literally nothing could bring me more pleasure right now, mademoiselle. But first, you must tell me, what kind of literature would you like to indulge in? Are you in a romance mood? Historical fiction? Maybe something more chilling?
I do enjoy a book that makes me think. Perhaps something to exercise my mind would be the best match right now.
Say no more. I know just the perfect book. It's rather old, but good foreign literature is such a rare find in this country. It's my dream to make it more accessible and help educate our people a little.
I must say, aren't we lucky that someone like you works in this town?
Sadly, it's not a very common sentiment, but clients like you make it all worth it. Lisa, please accept it free of charge as a token of my deep appreciation.
That's so generous of you, Roman.
However, it comes with one condition.
Oh?
You must come here again when you finish and share your opinion. I'm dying to know your thoughts on it.
Why, of course. I will get on it immediately.
Splendid. I'll be waiting for it with great impatience. See you soon.
Can't put a cloth on this.
Wonderful to see you again, Miss Morozova.
You too, Roman. Though I'm surprised you remember my name.
Do you think yourself so easily forgotten? Or I so forgetful?
Certainly not. It's just that you must see so many faces pass through here, far more interesting than my own.
I would be so lucky to see a face such as yours once in a lifetime. Besides, you overestimate our little town's hunger for books.
Well, the townsfolk don't know what they're missing.
And what of your appetite?
Pardon?
Have you devoured the book I gave you?
Oh, of course.
Superb. I'm beyond thrilled. What did you make of it?
I found it to be equal parts intriguing, insightful, and baffling.
Yes, Nietzsche has set the heads of academics and humble readers such as ourselves spinning.
Do you find truth in his words?
Which in particular?
That we are doomed to repeat our mistakes without end.
Perhaps, but like Zarathustra, let us enjoy our small victories of those who are like-minded.
I suppose we are all kin in the eternal return Pythagoras once spoke of.
Such wisdom beyond your age. So you believe in the soul being reborn? I do so appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts with me. It's such a welcome change to share conversation with a curious and intelligent mind.
Likewise, and if I ever tire of daily life in this town, at least I won't be short of tales in your bookshop.
The town? It may have more to offer than the surface would.
Well, it has you. I hadn't expected to find such intelligence and warmth here.
Stop, you'll make me blush at this rate. Besides, the town is now graced with your presence. You know, I would be honoured to provide a tour and share some local folklore.
What a kind offer. Thank you, Roman. Though, I fear my days are somewhat packed.
How about your evenings?
I may be able to manage. A tour does sound like an ideal way to better learn about the town.
Splendid! Then consider me your chaperone. I'll be ready when you are. Ready to begin our tour?
I am beholden to your knowledge.
Let us go then. It's my desire to show you some of the more overlooked areas of town. The places that inspire the people and the tales that bring colour into their lives.
So, no droning lists of facts and figureheads, I presume?
No, indeed. Rather, think of this as a tour of our town's unique character. I wish to be an encyclopedia of the folklore and traditions of our land, from the smallest farm to the most sprawling. If I can help others in understanding and sharing these tales, maybe I can connect this disparate land, one village at a time.
Sounds like the makings of a great expedition.
Perhaps, but for now, let us begin our journey in the town square. The town square is a forum for the exchange of ideas and stories. I'll often gather here to regale the local children with tales of Cochet the Deathless.
Right by the town hall, huh? Fitting location.
You caught that, didn't you? Nice work. I keep waiting for someone to read between the lines, but you might be the first one so far.
Perhaps it's best for seeds like this to be planted less openly. That's what fairy tales are particularly good at, anyway.
Right you are, Miss Morozova.
Inspiring the youth and sharing your passion. Not a bad way to spend your...
Their parents are just happy to keep them away from trouble for an hour. Perhaps it will do the same for you.
Do I have the air of a troublemaker about me?
There's definitely something behind that smile, and I hope to discover it.
Perhaps you will.
Shall we head to our next site? I must warn you, this one is not for the faint of heart.
I'm grateful for the warning, but rest assured, my heart will manage.
Welcome to the graveyard. Oh, drat, the gate is locked.
There must be a way in.
I suppose I can tell my tale from here. No, not quite the atmosphere I envisioned. How did it go again?
Why don't you take a few minutes to remember, and I'll see if there's another way in.
Good idea. I'm a little rusty with this one.
Perfect. I'll simply unlatch it from here.
It's open! How the devil did you manage that?
I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
A woman of mystery. Enchanting. Let us proceed. I think I have it together in my head now.
Is there a particular reason we came here?
Indeed there is, Miss Morozova. Listen close and I shall tell you why. Many moons ago, a wandering peasant took rest upon this grave as his weary horse fed nearby. To his fright, his sleep was broken by the lid of the very grave he slept upon opening. Suddenly, an oupir, one who feeds upon the living, sprung forth.
A sort of vampire.
Exactly. Pardon the antiquated term. The peasant clutched the coffin lid in fright. The oupir turned and marched into the village, back then just a small gathering of houses. Soon after, the oupir returned to the graveyard looking well fed. "Where have you been?" asked the peasant. The oupir spoke. "I have been to the village and killed 2 youths as they played in the square. Now give me my coffin lid, the sun will soon rise."
How the rules haven't changed.
Having heard the tales, the peasant grasped the lid with all his might, knowing that when the sun rose, the oupir would be vanquished. The peasant bargained. "I will not return your lid, not until you restore life to the children." The oupir reluctantly agreed. "Take this piece of my shroud to the house of the young boys and burn it in a pot of coals. The smoke shall revive them."
The power to bring the dead to life. I suppose we do have it in a way, though this isn't the traditional definition of life.
The peasant returned the lid to the oupir and ran to the town, reviving the children through the beast's instructions.
The beast?
He informed the village of what had transpired, and the villagers rushed to the graveyard with a wooden stake. Together they lifted the lid and drove the stake through the heart of the oupir.
Ouch. I'm sorry. Continue.
In an instant, he turned to dust. The village was saved, and the grave left as a reminder. While we sleep, evil can yet stir.
That was quite the tale.
Really? What did you think?
A captivating tale to terrify any youth who dares play out after dark.
It surely kept me away from the square at night.
Most importantly, I highly enjoyed the telling.
Thank you. It's getting rather late. I feel I've taken leave of my senses bringing you to a graveyard for our first...
First?
Our first tour. This is hardly a fitting place.
Nonsense. I had a wonderful time with you. You make an excellent guide.
I promise next time will be somewhere with less cadavers. Oh, that is of course if you'd like another tour.
I would like that very much. Thank you, Roman.
You are very welcome. Until next time.
I can't go out there like... It appears to be a bowl of kasha, though I'm not sure who it's for. Having a late dinner?
What? Oh no, it's just a simple offering.
An offering? Ah, is that meant for a domovoi?
Indeed, it is. Something my mother used to do. It's silly, I suppose, but I find it comforting.
It's not silly at all. My mother would leave bread crusts, so I'd say your domovoi is well fed by comparison. Though, it does have more to protect here.
You mean the books? As much as I'd love them, in honesty, I'd rather it had people to protect. A family, perhaps. Its services are somewhat wasted here. Now how can I help you this fine evening, Miss Morozova?
Actually, I had hoped we could continue our town tour.
That's music to my ears. There's still much to see. Let us depart. More tales await.
It's so peaceful here.
The peasants who work this land live in the huts over there.
They work the fields from dawn till dusk.
A difficult life, without doubt. I'm glad someone seems to have found solace in music.
I've heard tell of mischievous spirits who dwell in fields such as these. Let us search for signs of their stirring.
I'm sure you have no real belief in such creatures, yet still you search.
Belief matters not in the face of discovery, and I'd be delighted to be proven wrong. Onwards!
What's that you found?
Well, Miss Morozova, it appears someone has left an offering of their own. I dare say more bountiful than mine.
2 chicken's eggs and a cockerel.
This doesn't correlate with any spirit I'm aware of. Perhaps our talented friend over there could shed some light. Pleasant evening, my good man.
Your playing is beautiful.
You didn't touch it, did you?
The cockerel and eggs? No, they remain safe. We recognize an offering when we see one.
It can no longer crow, the cockerel. It wasn't easy to find. I had to travel 3 farms over, but it will be worth it.
Who, exactly, are you trying to appease?
Polovic lives in these fields. I need his cooperation, his help.
Apolivic? Are you familiar with this, Lisa?
I can't say it rings a bell.
A spirit of the fields. Even children share these stories.
Interesting. Though I'm afraid my childhood was spent in the city. Tell me, good sir, for what do you need his help?
The crops are failing.
But those fields are filled with crops. Surely this will see you through the winter.
Those fields over there are the landlord's share. I work his land every day. My small plot is dry and bedded with rocks, and this year has not been kind to the harvest.
So this is why you seek to curry favour with this Polyvic. How exactly does the creature operate?
He appears only when he believes himself to be alone. He can be cruel at times, trampling farmers he thinks are too lazy or those who work at noon.
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions about this creature?
I will tell all I know.
I'm sorry. I do realise I invited you here in the first place.
No need to apologize. This is a great research opportunity for you. I will be nearby.
Thank you.
Could there be truth behind this Polovic story? I'm beginning to believe most fairy tales are founded in truth of some manner. The farmer said he only appears when he believes himself to be alone. Aha, Mr. Polovic, I assume.
How dare you sneak up on us, Upir? This field holds nothing for your kind.
I mean you no harm, nor do I intend to take your offering.
Good.
I only ask that you might take pity on a struggling farmer and lend him your favor. I assume you are the one responsible for the poor harvest.
And why should we, eh?
His offering is fair.
The eggs is good, but it's all cockerels or bones. Who keeps telling them we like a bird that won't crow no more?
What else do you want?
Look, we like it when the grass is thick and tall. Gives us more places to hide. So we'll think about helping him this time, but we want something else from him.
And what would that be?
We like the sound he makes, but we also want praise for our gifts.
And if he plays a song with words of praise, you will aid his crops?
So tall they'll be that he won't see his own feet.
Wonderful. I'll see to it. You stay here and listen.
Utterly fascinating.
I have a thought, well, an idea that might help.
Yes?
Perhaps if you were to play for the Polovic and give him words of praise, he might be more willing to lend his assistance.
An inspired idea. You're just full of surprises.
I will play, but I am not one for speaking in poetry. I fear my words would be an insult.
What about you, Lisa? Perhaps you could compose something for our mischievous friend.
Me? Well, I will do my best.
Excellent. My good sir, when you are ready.
Noble spirit with your head of hay, grant to us your aid this troubled day. We seek your wisdom on bended knee, that you might bless us with your majesty.
Bravo! Recitation fit for the proudest of spirits, delivered in sonorous tones.
Many thanks for your help, my lady.
It's the best I could manage in the circumstances.
Your company has been a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with me.
It was nothing. And thank you, ma'am, for helping me with the words. I hope the Polovic heard it.
I have no doubt he did. Best of luck to you this coming harvest.
If not, well, at least I am lucky to have a Polovic, and not a Polutnitsa.
A Polutnitsa. Is this another spirit of the fields?
Yes, she is far less forgiving, that one.
What an evening! How thrilling to see lore in the everyday lives of people.
Your enthusiasm was certainly contagious.
You're too kind. I suppose moments like these with people of the town make me feel more accepted. Ultimately a selfish goal, if one thinks about it.
With the care you give to your work and the people you encounter, I imagine you'd be a favorite in town.
My ancestry may mirror that of the great Pushkin, but to most I'm something of an oddity. A curio to be gazed upon at best, and feared at worst.
I see.
I often wonder whether my desire to spread these stories is driven by a need to form a connection with this land, to one day call it home without feeling foolish, though whether it will embrace this connection is yet to be seen.
You are not alone in feeling alone.
I'm just glad that this evening we have each other's company.
Me too.
Let's take one last look at our offering. Perhaps luck has been on our side. Look! The cockerel is still here, but the eggs.
Oh, so they are. A fox must have got to them.
A fox? I think not. This is the work of our Polyvic.
So you're converted to the ways of the spirit folk?
After hearing your ballad, who wouldn't be?
Stop teasing.
Noble spirit with your head of hay.
Be quiet, Roman. You had better keep this between us.
But it seems a crime to keep your talents to yourself.
You scoundrel.
Let's get back to town. I promise not to recite another line once we arrive. We seek your wisdom on bended knee. Oh, you're so handsome with a sickle in hand.
Roman! Good evening, Roman.
How may I help you today, Lisa? Always a pleasure.
Good evening, Roman.
How may I help you today, Lee?
I wondered if it was a good time to continue. I know I've taken far too much of your time already.
Please. I take as much enjoyment from our time together as you. Now the question is, where shall we go? You know, the creature you asked about before, the Nav, at the time I knew nothing more than what was in the book. However, I dug a little further and found that we happen to have our very own Nav legend right here in town, on Lover's Island.
How thrilling! I would indeed be most interested to learn more.
It's decided then. We're off to Lover's Island, where tales of our Nav await. Ah, splendid. It's still here.
Is this something you've done before?
Ha! Only for those with a thirst for folklore, who also desire to spend an evening in a cold boat. In other words, never. Though I've made the journey alone many times.
Then I feel lucky to be beside you. Did you say a cold boat?
I did indeed.
So, Lover's Island. Such a curious name.
You will soon come to learn just how curious.
And you say this place has a connection to a Nav?
Yes, you see, a Nav is said to arise from a tragic or untimely death. A soul grown hateful towards those who enjoy the life of which they were robbed.
Very cryptic. And who exactly is this Nav in question?
Several hundred years ago, this town and its surrounding counties were owned by a cruel lord. The lord's most loyal underling was a man named Dragomir.
Dragomir?
Yes, Dragomir was a native of town, and as such he had been the lord's closest advisor since being gifted with the estate. With all his flaws, Dragomir had been vital in keeping the townsfolk safe from his lord's most vicious acts, redirecting his anger elsewhere.
And the island?
In his youth, Dragomir spent many a long day escaping to the island with his childhood love Elena, far from the eyes of their parents.
So this is an island where lovers elope?
You won't think it's so romantic when you hear the full story.
That's a shame. It is a hauntingly beautiful place for romance to blossom.
That's not to say romance cannot return to these shores.
I look forward to hearing the rest of it. Let's head out.
We've arrived. Explore at your leisure. What do you have there?
It looks like part of an old oar, preserved in the mud.
We are surely not the first to set ashore here under the cover of darkness. Let us continue the tale. The Lord was known to marry every year, only for his wives to disappear, leaving behind terrible rumours of their demise. When it once again came time for the Lord to take a wife, Dragomir's childhood love, Elena, was a victim of the Lord's desires.
Such evil.
Enough to rival even the darkest of authors' minds. Though I'm afraid this is not fiction. Where were we? Oh yes. On the eve of her betrothal to the Lord, Elena plotted with Dragomir to elope together, leaving town and the cruel Lord far behind. They were to meet in the old abandoned house on this island, their secret childhood sanctuary. Now let us continue exploring.
An old bronze candlestick.
Perhaps it is the very same that was lit on that dark night. The Lord held tight patrols around the perimeter of his estate. The only route of escape was across the lake where no guards patrolled. Dragomir held watch duty outside the Lord's chambers that evening. He would have to wait until the dead of night before he could leave unnoticed. He would leave a boat for Elena to row to the island after dusk, where she would light a single candle in the window as a sign of her arrival.
A beacon of hope on the darkest of nights.
Dragomir would meet her there, and the two would sail together to the opposite shore, where a horse and freedom awaited.
To risk one's life for love.
Would you do the same?
For the right person? Yes, I believe I would.
Then this right person you speak of should consider themselves lucky beyond compare.
Would you?
Even if love were not a factor, I would do so, just to help her escape a cruel and undeserved fate. Though I am somewhat mistrustful of horses. Let us continue.
It appears to be some kind of blade.
Yes. I'd say a spear tip. The remnant of a bloody deed, perhaps. The tale continues. The hour approached, and Dragomir crept from the door of his lord's chambers, making for the lake. He arrived at the shore to see Elena's boat was absent. As to be expected, she must be awaiting him on the island.
All according to plan, thus far.
He rowed through the dark water. As he drew nearer, a light became visible, flickering on the island. Dragomir reached the shore and ran to the doors of the house, his heart filled with joy.
This isn't going to go the way he expects, is it?
Dragomir flung the door open to find no sign of Elena, just a solitary candle burning upon the windowsill.
Haunting.
Quite.
An abandoned house.
I believe it predates the Nav legend. A hermit is said to have lived here during the Dark Ages. The door to the house suddenly slammed shut, followed by the sound of a large bolt sliding into place and a familiar voice. You dare try to flee with that which is mine? The Lord spoke, and Dragomir's eyes filled with horror.
I have a suspicion they aren't getting on that horse.
Now you will burn, spoke the Lord, and with that the house was ablaze. Dragomir screamed in anguish as the cabin was engulfed. On any approach to the windows, the spears of the Lord's men would greet him. He was trapped. Dragomir burned to death in this very house, betrayed by his love through fear.
And what of her?
Elena was wed to the Lord that very morning, the scent of Dragomir's burning flesh still clinging to the Lord's beard as they kissed. Her fate after that day is unknown.
Such evil as I've never heard.
Then you should consider yourself lucky.
And with that, I'm assuming, a Nav was born. One who knows only hatred, pain, and despair.
Well, yes, according to the local residents, though I find the reality far more comforting.
Which is?
that Dragomir's suffering ended that night when his body could no longer take the flame.
Perhaps even before that, when the smoke overwhelmed his lungs.
I have such a wonderful time sharing these grisly tales with you. I almost forget how logical your medical mind truly is.
You truly believe them to be tales?
I believe all folk tales have a root in reality. The often brutal conditions of our world cause such unspeakable suffering. This makes us look beyond our physical confines to find solace and justice in the magical.
Perhaps there is more truth in some of these tales than you realize.
What do you mean, Miss Morozova?
I suppose I have seen things that make me less skeptic.
I would be eager for you to share these things when you are ready.
Yes, I may.
Lisa, I tour the world if it could be in your company, but it may be for the best that this is our last. I fear people will start to gossip if they see us alone together another night.
Then, let us make these rumors true and official before the townsfolk have means to. If this is agreeable to you, of course.
Far more than agreeable. Every second with you has been filled with joy and beauty.
Then we can enjoy the seconds, hours, and days to come together.
Well, it appears Lover's Island has found redemption. Lisa, my love.
Roman, sweetheart, would you care to join me in private?
I'd love nothing more.
This room must serve as both bedroom and storage room. I sense Roman's not very good at separating his work and personal life. The world map. Roman must be I wonder how difficult it is to travel as a vampire. One would have to be shipped in their own coffin, wouldn't they? A letter from Roman.
Lisa,
Yes, Roman?
there was something I said the other night that I've been thinking about.
I see. Let's discuss this somewhere more private. Go on.
I assumed my desire to share these stories was driven by a need to form a connection with this land.
Oh, yes. I remember.
Spending this time with you has made me realize it's not some idea of land I want to form a connection with, it's people. I've loved sharing tales with you, admiring your reaction and being gifted with your observations.
Well, you have a singular talent for sharing stories, and your passion is infectious. You really have something special to offer the people of this land.
Do you truly believe so?
Of course I do. I wish everyone could experience the knowledge you offer so freely.
Perhaps it's finally time to start planning my great expedition.
Your expedition?
Yes, an expedition to share and learn the folklore of our country from the people themselves.
What a magnificent idea! The stories to collect, the tales to weave. I would love to help you plan, to be a part of it.
With you by my side, such an expedition will surely be the adventure of a lifetime. Let us start our machinations bright and early tomorrow morning.
The morning?
Lisa, what is wrong? Did I say something to offend?
No, it's just... I can't see you tomorrow morning. Or any morning, for that matter. I cannot leave the house by daylight.
I had observed as much. You seem to be only out by night, yet show no signs of fatigue. I may be biased in your favour, but you look refreshed when my eyes grow heavy. You have a habit of disappearing when I look away, at the graveyard, the farmland, then appear as if by magic, with a genius solution in hand.
Roman, I'm unsure of how to say this.
Take your time and know that no judgment awaits from me.
I've kept something from you. Something about myself.
Yes?
I can't say just yet. However, one day I hope to share with you all I am. Will you wait for me until then?
Lisa, I accept you in all your enigmatic splendor. Whatever trouble...
Roman.
If we shall only meet by night, then so be it. I'm sure I will say it countless times to come. An evening in your company is worth 100 days without.
I feel exactly the same, my love.
My heart.
I feel a new story beginning.
and a story more enthralling than any tale from here to the ends of the earth, for we shall write it together.
Together.
Now, back to work and planning. There is much work yet to be done at the bookstore before such a journey, but once complete, what adventures await us?
Marusa?
Lisa, it's good to see you again.
Is that the shooting party? Are you a fan of Chekhov?
Didn't expect you to know anything about literature.
Glad to surprise you.
I've studied some of his plays, but reading plays isn't the same as watching them. It made me a bit sad. So, I thought I'd read some of his fiction instead.
Isn't the shooting party a little, crass?
Why? Because it's about murder? I may as well find horrors within the pages, rather than out on the streets. At least this is fiction.
I suppose you have a point. It's quite late. I'm surprised you're here at this—
Don't have much choice if I want to continue my studies. And I have permission to read off the shelves.
So you like to read?
As much as I can, and as often as I can. Which isn't very much with all the work in the fields.
I've always loved reading, even as a child. When I wasn't studying, I read whatever I could pick up. I found that books could transport me to a different world, or a different time, and for a brief moment. I wasn't Lisa. I was a princess or hero or a dashing pirate.
So you get it. Reading is almost a magical force. However, at the moment, I'm reading less fiction. With the hours I have, there's little time for escapism.
So, other than Chekhov, what are you reading?
I'm trying to read more politics and social commentaries. It feels like the world is already on a huge course of change, and if I don't prepare, I might blink and be left even further behind.
I see.
In order to survive a harsh winter, you must stock up on your provisions. It feels like it's the same with your mind.
That's very astute.
Is it? It just seems like common sense to me.
You may be surprised how many people don't have that quality. For someone so young, you certainly seem to know what you want.
Working the land is honorable. I don't look down on it. And with more progress, maybe one day my community will get to benefit from their labor the way they should. But in the meantime, what about people like me? People who want something different? Why must it be so difficult to dream of something else, to live the stories, not simply read them in books forever? And I'm lucky to even be able to do that much. Ah, is that the time already? It's later than I thought.
Is something wrong?
I just need to get home. We have to be up before dawn tomorrow to tend the fields. I'm planning on picking some mushrooms one of these evenings. Would you care to join me?
Why me?
It's a chore I can complete quicker with an extra pair of hands. And you're a woman who's managed to achieve her dream. I'd like to know more about how you did it.
Of course. I'll see you soon.
Great. Let's talk more then. But I must go now. Till next time.
Such a headstrong girl. Maybe I could buy her a gift for the next time I see her.
Greetings.
Evening, Trophime. Could you take me to the Countess's manor, please?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command.
Perfect. Let's head out. Thank you kindly. Victoria knows something about what happened at the rally. I have to get to the bottom of it, or I'll never find Kolya. Looks like the Countess is not expecting guests today. Eerie to be inside this room again, alone.
This is half of what you promised, Grigor. Half.
Well, what did you expect to happen when the Countess shifted production towards the main cellar? We have barely any bodies to work with. It's a miracle we even got this much.
All I know is that the Countess is not going to pat you on the head for this.
You are enjoying this, aren't you? You're still blaming me for that scar.
Not at all. This is just business. But now give me your monthly books. I'll move them to the Countess's safe spot.
Fine. You know this game is rigged, and it won't last forever.
Time will tell, dear. Off you go.
She'd never tell me anything if I confronted her. This is better. I bet there is something among the Countess's papers that I can use to find out the truth. I so hoped that I would never have to come back down here ever again. It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
Two, 5, 10. Good. Surprised that it's all still there. Why the old bat insists on keeping her change here, I'll never know.
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is going. Let's take a look, shall we? a tiny key. What could something like this open around here? And some more money. That's not mine. Why did she stop? Of course, a hidden safe. I don't think that there are any keyholes in the frame. That key must be for something else. There must be some way for me to open it. Think, Lisa. Hello? Can anybody hear me? This cell. Didn't think I'd ever come back here. Wouldn't wish waking up here on my The key fits. I was curious about what's inside from the start. A sheet of paper. I have to admit that's a little disappointing. What does it say? Is this a riddle? It won't budge. How did Victoria do it? That riddle from the note I found earlier. Could it be the answer? Let's see. So, according to the riddle, I should first touch the... Then I should tap the... Nothing happened. I don't know if I did that correctly. It won't budge. How did Victoria do it? That riddle from the note I found her. Could it be the answer? Let's see. So, according to the riddle, I should first... Then I should tap the... Finally, I should press the... That's it! It worked! So, what do we have here? This envelope looks just like the one I, took. Feels like a lifetime ago. There are receipts and invoices inside with the town hall sigil. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of... Wait, what's this? It has Kolya's name written on it. deceased? No, that can't be. It also lists Gosha as deceased, and I just spoke with her. They can't be dead. There's also some sort of chart here. A pearl necklace, but it's quite dull and yellow. It must be incredibly old, yet somehow looks so familiar. A pearl necklace. It must be I don't know what's going on here, but I should certainly pay a visit to Town Hall. I need to head there right now and get to the bottom of this.
Did you think you were the only one who can turn invisible and follow people? I saw you closing the safe. What the hell are you doing here?
I know you bribed the shooter. Because of you, innocent people got arrested.
How did you? You know what? It doesn't matter. You should know by now to keep your nose out of other people's business. You better start talking.
Over there!
What are you...
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
Did you think you would... I saw you close... You better start talking.
Over there!
What are you...
Better latch the door before she gets here. It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
Did you think... I saw you... You better start talking.
Over there!
What are...
Better luck. There. She won't be getting through this.
Let me out. Let me out right now.
I don't think so.
Hey, you know, sounds from here don't travel far.
Really? What an interesting fact.
My coffin isn't here. You will let me out by sunrise, right?
We'll just have to see, won't we?
Please, please don't forget about me. I can't die like this.
Eerie. It's hard to say without seeing. Could it be the... I must get to the town hall as soon as possible, please.
At your service. Go, Marta.
Thank you, Trophine. Be well. I'll see you soon. Oh, just one last thing. I, kind of left Victoria locked in the basement. Would you be a dear and let her out before sunrise?
Of course. Goodbye, my lady. Go, Marta.